the channel, everyone, where we go in search of wildlife photography. I'm Doug Wallace for the Wildlife Gallery. It's been a minute since I made a video, and I've just been really busy with real estate work and the holidays and stuff like that. But I've only been out photographing a couple of times over the winter months here so far. But I do have today's video is going to be, I hope it doesn't come across as just a bitch and gripe session, although I could see how it would. With that thumbnail there, Flickr me this, maybe you kind of get a sense of what today's video is about. I want to give a little back history on myself for some of you out there that may not know. I just started wildlife photography in May of 2022, so it's just less than 2 years, but we're coming up on the 2-year mark here. You know, I'm still a rank amateur, still learning some things and stuff like that, and some other people that I follow on YouTube and Facebook, Instagram. A few of those people have Flickr accounts. And so anyways, they have Flickr accounts, and I thought, well, I'll just go over and see what Flickr's about. So I did create an account there. And then for like the Missouri Department of Conservation magazine, they also have a Flickr account. And you could upload photos to that, to their page, and submit a photo to be included in the Missouri Conservationist magazine. So anyways, I did do that. I submitted a couple of photos, and the Conservationist magazine there decided to print one of my photos, and it was of the backlit owl, and I'll show it right now. But anyways, I thought that was pretty neat, and lo and behold, here right around Thanksgiving time, I got an email notification from Flickr about their contest, the best shot of 2023. I'm like, well, that's kind of neat. And I thought from reading the email that I could just upload that same backlit owl, short-ear owl photo. I thought, well, shoot, if the powers to be at the Missouri Conservationist magazine liked it and published it, maybe that photo has some traction. And I've been encouraged by a lot of friends and family and stuff like that to enter competitions or to sell some of my work. And to date, I've just held off on that because I just don't want it to become a job. And in my mind, just because one person likes a photo doesn't mean another person's going to like a photo. But anyways, you know, not that friends and family don't care about you, they do, but they may not always be the best judge of your work, right? They're pulling for you anyways. But when I got that email notification, I thought, well, shoot, MDC, the Missouri Conservationist magazine, there like that photo, I'll upload it and just see if it has anywhere to go. They did have a wildlife and nature category. And that's all I did. I thought that's all I needed to do. I didn't go to their page. I didn't look at the contest rules or anything like that. And it started getting a lot of views on Flickr. And a lot of people fabbing it and commenting on it and stuff like that, and makes you feel pretty good. But anyways, so some of this is my fault because I didn't go and read any rules, regulations, or anything like that. I thought simply by uploading the photo that that photo was in the contest. And the best thing about it is that it was free, right? And I think the prizes were a backpack or something like that. In like every category, they got like 7 categories. Anyways, since it was free, that's really was my driving force for me to upload that photo. Anyways, as it turns out, just because you uploaded a photo there didn't get it installed into any category or into the competition, which is fine. But the reason why I'm making this video is Flickr, SmugMug, or whoever owns it, they had the live feed a couple of days ago regarding the top 7 winners. And I was really shocked that one of the photos, somebody commented in the live stream that it had been pirated, was fake, and yada yada. As it turns out, that's most likely not the case. The guy that took the picture addresses some of that, and I believe he did take that picture. The problem I have with that one is, and I'll show it here right now, it's a great photo. It's a street photography, I believe, but it was taken 13 years ago in 2010. Now, I'm also going to put up what the rules and regulations are by submitting a photo. And what I take issue with is that it does state in there, as you're reading it, as I'm talking, I'm going to put it on screen here. As I'm talking and you see this, it says technically a photograph basically taken any time can be submitted so long as it was uploaded to the platform in 2023. But it goes on to state that in the spirit of the best of shot of 2023, that the photo should be taken in 2023, and that the judging, the judges will take this into account. So anyways, it appears that that the spirit of best of shot being done in 2023 really doesn't amount to anything, because this photograph from 2010 won the category there of street photography. And then in the wildlife and nature category, this print coming up is the winner. I'm still at a loss as how this can be interpreted as a wildlife or nature photograph. From the live feed there, supposedly this is a photograph of the spiral from a plant or a flower or something like that. And if you read their description of the wildlife and nature category, it does say flora in there. So they're saying the reason why this photograph can win is because it meets the definition of flora. Well, it is Flickr's contest. They get to make the rules, but I don't think anywhere I can find on the internet looking at other contests would that macro shot of a flower be deemed wildlife, certainly not, or really nature either. And then so I started a discussion on Flickr's page about the winner of the wildlife and nature category. And as I stress there, and I want to make sure I stress here, is I am not hating on the judges, the photographer, the image, or that I didn't win, because as it turns out I couldn't win because I didn't actually enter my photo into the contest. You had to tag the photo with a YRB 2023 or something like that. Whatever your category that you was wanting to put that in there, you needed to tag that photo. I didn't do that. Again, my fault. If I was really wanting to be in the competition, I should have went and read the contest rules. So I don't want this to be that I'm hating on the judges, the photographer, the image, or anything like that. But in light of these two things, even though this is a free competition, I think it has to be or should be done in the spirit of fairness. And on that discussion board, I put in there, I state several times that I have no problem with the image, the photographer, the judges, even Flickr really, if that is the definition that they put in there, that flora is part of wildlife and nature, and that this photo falls under flora, I guess it can be the winner, right? Again, it's their contest. They get to make the rules. But if they just want a macro, a macro flora to win a category, I think they could have found something in landscape or any other number of categories. They could have made a macro category. Now again, this competition's free, so they're not being paid, they're not getting entry fees to get prizes or anything like that. I kind of get it. But at the same time, you are shunning so many wildlife and nature photographers that are on the Flickr platform. I don't know why you would make this decision to shun so many of your platform users. And another guy posted a link there, and I'll post it in the description as well, where you could go in. He says there's like 1,300 plus wildlife and nature photos. And so I downloaded one here that was just to die for. It's of an otter. I'll put it up right now. Now, it might be a setup scene or something like that, but it is stunning. Way better than the one I was trying to submit anyways, in my opinion. But I don't know how you forego this image for the image that won. And then back to the person that won the street photography category there, to take a 13-year-old photograph and make it the winner for best of shot in 2023. The photo was taken in 2010, and the rules clearly state while you can use a photo from any time period so long as it was uploaded in 2023. But like I said, it goes on, and I'm going to post it again here, that the spirit of the competition, or the spirit of the best of shot 2023, was a photo taken in 2023, and that it would the weight of that, basically, I'm not looking at it right at the moment, the specific words is what I'm talking about, that that the judges would be taking this into account. Again, a free competition. Again, Flickr's competition. So I start this discussion board on Monday about this, and then I have several people telling me how wrong I am with my feeling on it, and that it's a great image and this and that. And you can go to Flickr's board, look at the discussion there that I put. You can still read it, but one guy took exception to it, put a post on there. He wanted Flickr to take it down or lock it up so that nobody else could comment on this discussion anymore. And they went and done that because one person had a problem with the discussion thread that I started. Again, I don't have an axe to grind with anyone that has a different viewpoint than I do. I really don't, it's Flickr's competition. If they want to allow a flora photo to win a wildlife and nature category, more power to them. But I want to make sure that I voice my opinion about this. I really didn't want to enter competitions. That's not my goal with my photography, is to do that. But at the same time, and this one was free, uploaded a photo, I didn't do it right. I didn't read the instructions like I should have if I was really wanting to make sure that my photo was entered right. I should have done that. But nowhere else, and I've looked for 2 days on the web looking at other people's categories for wildlife and nature, and I don't find that this photograph would have won anywhere else. And I think it's really disturbing that even though it's a free competition, that the judges allowed a 13-year-old photograph to win a category, and that a flower or flora picture was able to win a wildlife and nature category. Again, their competition, their rules, but at the same time, I feel like we as photographers get to tell others when we believe they're wrong in their assessment. I had several people tell me I'm wrong in my assessment, and that's fine. That's their opinion. But I can't find many other people that support that opinion, okay? But it is Flickr's contest, so Flickr me this. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, how you would feel about it. How do you feel about it? Do you enter contests? Do you have a Flickr page, or are you on the Flickr platform or anything like that? So anyway, sorry that this most likely comes across as a bitch and gripe session. I don't want it to be that, but I am very curious what other people here in the photography community, especially wildlife photography community here on YouTube, what your all's thoughts are on that. Again, are you on the Flickr platform? Do you enter contests? All those type of things. Now, art is subjective, wildlife photography is subjective, and all of those things. But again, we get to, just like judges, we get to judge whether Flickr's contest is really inclusive of everyone on the platform. And I guess that's probably my biggest point of why I'm making today's video to put out on the tube called Flickr Me This, is I want to know, do you all feel like those categories, go and take a look at the categories if you would. I'll put a link to them in the description. Do you feel like that's inclusive? Now, again, in their defense, it's a free competition. They're not getting revenue for prizes and stuff like that. And, you know, I understand they probably can't afford or don't want 20 different categories or 30 different categories. But in my opinion, to allow a flower or to win a wildlife and nature category, it's not just a shun to me, it is a shun to everyone that gets up 2 hours before daylight and drives an hour and a half to get to a spot and try and get the golden light or blue hour light of a wild animal in a wild location, to allow a flower to win that category. And especially the judge in the live feed, and I'll leave a link in the description to that live feed if you want to go take a look at that as well, if it's still up and if I can get that link. He even states that one of the things he thought was beautiful or you know, encompassing about this photo is that you could set it up in your kitchen. You didn't have to go outside, you didn't have to travel, you didn't have to get up early, you didn't have to do any of these things that you would have to do to get a wildlife or even a particular nature shot to get the lighting the way that you would. So anyways, again, one more time, if you would, like, share, subscribe to the channel first, and then in the comments, let me know what you think of Flickr Me This. Y'all be safe out there. Remember to have fun, but be safe. I'm positive somebody at home would like to see you again.